So today I wanted to talk a little bit about spiritual hygiene, what it is, why it's so important, and how you can incorporate it into your daily life. We think about germs building up, so we shower, we wash our clothes, but we also need to be thinking about what's accumulating in our energy field as well. So, just because we can't see it with our physical eyes doesn't mean that it's not affecting us. And spiritual cleansing is just that, getting all the gunk out of your auric field so you can better function day to day. So now I'm going to share with you some ways in which you can achieve this, but first I want to let you know that personal power, intention, and directing the energy where to go after is super important in this. First, you're going to set your intention. You're going to set the intention to cleanse yourself or your space, but you really need to believe it. You need to be standing in your personal power, otherwise this isn't going to work. You really need that component. So the wording I use is I now cleanse myself of all negative stagnant energy, all energy that is not mine, any entities or etheric parasites, I now release to nature to be cleansed and transmuted. This is just what I say. You could say whatever feels right. The next thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to direct the energy where to go afterward. What's it going to do? Is it going to hang around and stay with you, or do you want it to go somewhere else? So you'll notice I say, I now let this energy go to nature to be cleansed and transmuted. That's just what I say. You could say whatever resonates with you as long as you are directing that energy someplace else. You don't even have to say it out loud. You can visualize all of this too. Some people are more visual, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's all really achieving the same thing. So now that we've covered personal power, intention, and directing the energy where to go, let's talk about different tools we could use to cleanse ourselves. One of the most popular ways to cleanse that you've probably already heard about is smoke cleansing. You can get white sage bundles at any metaphysical store really, or they're readily available online. You could put this in a heat safe bowl, or you can get a shell. That's a matter of preference. Also get yourself a feather. You can get these in out in nature on a hike, or you can buy one offline that someone has gotten and decorated themselves. This is my personal favorite. It holds a lot of meaning. Look how gorgeous that is. My best friend actually got this from one of her turkeys and painted it for me, so it really does hold a special meaning, and I like to use this one for that reason. The way you're going to cleanse yourself by smoke is you're going to open a window. Once the smoke is kind of billowing, you'll fan it towards you. Say your intention, and then direct the energy out and away from you, out the window. Now, if you were cleansing your house by smoke, you would open up all of your windows. Some people like to open up their doors too. There's more extreme methods of cleansing, but I'm not going to really get into that. We're just going to cover the basics here. So you have this in your heat safe bowl. The smoke is billowing. You're using your feather to distribute that. Go to the four corners of the room, then to the center. Then you can move throughout all the other rooms doing the same. State your intention and direct the energy out the windows, out the door. And again, the most important thing here is going to be your personal power. All these things that I'm telling you about, these are just tools. But I cannot encourage you all enough to get in touch with your personal power and use that. Another thing you can get is these awesome handmade incense sticks that are available at metaphysical shops and online as well. You would do the same method with the smoke cleansing that you did, only with an incense, and you'd be directing it the same way as well. This one is a blend of white sage, frankincense, myrrh, copal, and Palo Santo. A little bit heavy for your everyday cleansing, but I like to use it when I need something a little extra. The next thing we have is sage mist. This is really handy if you have pets at home, if you have someone who you live with who's sensitive to smoke, or if you're sensitive to smoke yourself. It's also a lot quicker to just whip out and use when you need it. Again, just remembering that personal power, intention, and directing the energy. If you are cleansing yourself, you can use something like a selenite stick. A lot of people use this to cleanse their crystals, but you can also run it over your auric fields State your intention, direct the energy out, and use this in the same way you would any other tool. Another one that's often overlooked is cleansing by sound. You can use a tuning fork, you can use a singing bowl, bells, or any method of sound cleansing that really calls to you. One of my favorites, and perhaps one of the easiest to incorporate into your everyday life, is cleansing by water. We're already showering every day, so why not incorporate cleansing into that too? You just let the water run over you, set your intention, and then direct the energy down the drain to be washed away. This is one of the easiest ways that you can cleanse yourself and make sure that it sticks as a routine. So use what method you feel called to use. Just make sure you're incorporating it into your everyday life so you can really see the benefits. I hope you enjoyed this video, and let me know in the comments your favorite method of cleansing yourself. Also, if there's a different way that you do it.